Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we will start the series of Total War Rome 2 Divide et Impera, and it will be a grand campaign. We will be playing as the Getae. We will be playing on normal difficulty, but before we start, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you like, and click the notification bell. As the buffs and debuffs that we have are defensive networks, special fortification buildings, so we will get a few buildings to fortificate in maybe siege battles. Live by the sword, increased melee infantry damage, so our units will basically deal more melee damage. And as a debuff, we have Roman Enmity, which gives us a penalty with diplomatic actions with Rome. We are a chiefdom, and the special systems that we have are unique reforms. So basically we will receive better units at a later date. So let's get started.
For centuries, your people have defended their homes against invaders. Now is the right time to start fighting back. Along the coast are the nomadic Scythians, towards whom natural enmity has developed following centuries of incursions. Their warriors are skilled on horseback, but weak on foot or by sea. So you must stake the fight to them there. You have friends in central Dacia, but if you wish to expand your territory, these alliances will inevitably come under tension. The Tribali to the south have few friends and many enemies, and their lands could surely be yours in time. However, an invasion would mean crossing the Odrysian kingdom. They will have to be subdued, either by diplomacy or force. Such will be the fate of all the world. All shall kneel before the might of the Getae.
Okay, so what he basically said are that the Scythians, or basically the nomads, are in the east, uh, modern Ukraine, and Dacia, or Dacia, is split between the Daci at the west of us, which basically are another tribe, although the Romans called the Dacians, and the Greeks called them Getae. So, but they're basically the same people. In the north, there is the Apuli tribe, and actually northwest, and in the northeast there are the Bastarne, which are basically Celts because the Celts migrated, and some have um, established their homes in modern day Serbia, like the Scordisi and the Eravisci, and some have come to Dacia, which are basically the Bastard. My plan is to, first of all, build in Malva, our only city and our capital, build a meeting ground, which will give us the Getae happy days, and after which we will go into the Bastarne territory, take take them out, after which we will take the Apulii out, and the Dacia, and the Dacia. However, we don't have any treaty with the Dacians, and from what I can tell, they will probably declare war on us.
Greetings! Speak plainly and without
They would
idle
agree on
purpose,
a
and all
trade
will be
agreement,
well.
but
A sure thrust
I'm
strikes
kind of
home,
afraid of the
after all.
Scordisi and the Eravisci, because if they take the Dacians out, we will lose Pelendava, and the Scordisi are pretty powerful. So yeah, until the meeting ground finishes building, I don't think I will be going to war, because the units that we have currently are, let me just press the advice, are pretty trash. The Folksmen are pretty good, but they are only good on flanking. If you put them on the front line, they are gonna break. And after which we have the Spearmen, really weak. They can't really hold the line against more decent units or against bigger numbers. We have the Scout Riders, which are okay. They're not the best, but they're alright. The bowmen are pretty good. We have javelin men and slingers, and of course the baggage train, but we don't need any of that right now. So my plan is build a meeting ground. Actually, let's upgrade the to barbarian village. After which we will probably go for the Dacians first. After which, and then we will go for the Bastarne and do a swing to the west and take Sarmi Zecetusa. I don't know what's in some sources it was called Zarmi Zecetusa, but in Romanian it's Sarmi Zecetusa, which we will try to establish as our capital. I hope that the Polii can hold the Celts before we come, because I would like to fight the Celts. After we united Dacia, we will probably either go to war with the Scythians or go to the south. I wouldn't really like to take on the Celts because we will be closer to Rome, and Rome in this mod is, yeah, pretty powerful. You don't really like to have problem against the Romans. And also we have that modifier that gives us minus diplomatic relations with Rome. So yeah, we will take the army out of Malva to increase our public order. As our technology, I think that we will start with Celtic field systems, and we will put our general on patrol mission to increase our taxing and our public order, because as we can see we have taxes, and that's really the only thing that it's doing us worse. It's deteriorating our public order. So yeah, this is basically all I want to do right now. I think,
Sit, friend,
yeah, we
and
have
let us talk,
military access.
and let us have good wine
They
until
would
we
want
can talk
a
no
non-aggression
more.
pact, but I am not really that interested in it.
I welcome you, worthy speaker.
We could get,
I
however,
listen
a
because your
non-aggression
people are
pact with
known to have
the
honor.
Odrysians. They rejected, so we
Our
will have to
ancestors
throw a
were
bit of
proud
money.
men and stood alone against the world. For now, can we do any less?
Okay, let's send them 1500. Yeah, they accept.
Yes.
Alright,
Your
good.
words show wisdom.
And the Bastarne don't really like us. They are neutral, but I won't be. Alright, let's end turn 1. And while the turn is going, I would like to share a bit of history with you for anyone that doesn't know. So, as you can see, the Dacians are a barbarian tribe that were based in modern day Romania and a bit to the south, on the northern border with the Bulgarians. Um, their origins are not entirely clear. They were likely descendants of the Thracians that are like to the north of the Greeks. The first king that was on the that came to power in the 1st century BC was Burebista. Burebista united the Dacians into basically one. I would call it a country because back then they weren't countries. Dacian military reforms. Oh, okay, so we unlocked our reform system. Burebista united the Dacian tribes in which is modern day basically Romania, this zone, a bit of Dobroja if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, it was expanded into modern day Serbia, Hungary, Ukraine, Moldova, and Bulgaria. So it was a pretty big confederation, if I can call it that. However, in 44 BC, Burebista was assassinated.
Simple needs. All we ask is a small amount of wealth.
So the
You will
Pulii
hardly
want
notice
a
it.
non-aggression pact, but I don't think I'm gonna accept it.
This is
because we would like to take Sarmiza Chatusa. So in 86 through 88 AD, Domitian launched the first invasion of Dacia. Domitian invaded Asia to Moesia, which is basically Bulgaria today, part of Bulgaria, not entirely. Okay, so the Dacians declared war on the Scordisi, which isn't really great for us because if the Scordisi take them, yeah, that would be pretty bad for us, and I wouldn't really like that to happen. From what we can see, their army isn't that strong. It's pretty trash. Let's recruit 2 more archers and maybe let's take some falksmen. Why not? Our population in Malva is 2,991 warriors, 1,000 elites, and 17,000 freemen. So yeah, it's pretty good, not gonna lie. At the time, King Duras ordered the Dacians to attack Moesia, which was a Roman province to attack. He raided basically. He raided Moesia, and the Romans, of course, couldn't take them. They take that. They considered Dacians a danger. The Romans sent a Legio 5, so Legion 5. Um,
The spirits have noticed that our treasure stores are wanting. Can you help with this small matter?
so the Dacians are asking us for a gift of 800. Well, should we send them? Because I don't really want them to get annihilated by the Scordisi. I would like to take Pelendava, but I will also like to conquer them, and that money could be used against me. Fine, I will send them the 800 because we have the money. However, I don't like that they are sending the army to the border with us. Come on, get off. Go to the Scordisi. So the Romans send the Legio 5 to Moesia to beat. At the time, the Dacian army was having Durpaneus as their general, which is often thought that Durpaneus is actually Decimal, who later became the king of Dacia, but it is not entirely known. So, as an aftermath of the battle, the Dacians won, and the Legio 5 was entirely annihilated, and the governor of the province of Moesia, Oppius Sabinus, was killed in the battle. I think we will need more. Hmm. Yeah, I think we would need more spearmen.
Come, fight for us, lads.
And should we take axeman? Yeah, okay, let's take two. No, actually one axeman and one folksman, because folksmen are really good at melee. After the defeat of the Romans, Domitian, who was with Cornelius Fuscus, uh, they arrived in Moesia. They reorganized the province and planned an invasion of Dacia, of modern day Romania. Basically, they meant to cross the Danube and attack
With this small
Dacians.
matter?
Want more payment and a trade agreement. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that because I would really like to take their territory. And I don't know why they are still in Palendava. They should be at the border. They could set up an ambush right here because this is a forest.
We have simple needs.
No, 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 no. I'm
All
not
we
gonna accept
ask.
this. The poly, I want a non-aggression pact. Not gonna happen. In the year 86 AD, Cornelius Fuscus was defeated uh, because his army was ambushed by this time Decebalus, and it was attacked on all sides. Although Fuscus attempted to rally his men and win the battle, he wasn't successful and died in the struggle. The Also the standard of the Roman army was lost during the battle, which, if you didn't know, is a great. It brings great dishonor to the Roman soldiers, the legionaries. After this defeat, uh, the course of the events isn't really clear. However, it is thought that it is known that the that peace came uh, because the Romans were not able to conduct any more invasions of Dacia because they had other enemies. The Romans would pay an annual subsidy of 8 million coins. What was the economy? Sesterces. Yeah. And Decebalus was recognized as a client king of Rome. So basically, he was gonna help the Romans when they asked him to do it, and he would not raid them. He would not raid the Moesia anymore. So after this peace, Dacia basically won the war. It was a defeat for Domitian, and received tribute annually, and were stronger than, well, ever, because Decebal united kept the tribes of Dacia into one province. We will continue our recruiting. Oh, we have a technology to research. I will be researching iron tools. Yeah, after the defeat of the Romans in the Domitian Wars, and after Domitian wasn't an emperor of Rome anymore, then came Trajan. Trajan, who uh, knew what happened to Domitian and to Cornelius Fuscus and to the battle in Moesia where Legio 5 was destroyed. Trajan saw the Decebal and Dacia as an enemy of Rome, as a danger. So he planned an invasion.
For the tribe!
So we can recruit one more unit before I will stop recruiting, because I want those. I want at least 6 hub days. Why 6? Well, because it will spread our front line bigger, and I can outflank our enemies. You will see in an actual battle. So we have one more turn. So Trajan wanted to invade Dacia because they knew that they were an enemy. So the first invasion was from 101 AD through 102 AD.
A token.
Yeah, the
Perhaps a
Dacians are
modest
still
gift of coin.
wishing for
Would have my
a
people see you in a
non-aggression pact.
new light.
It's not gonna happen. I think they can see the danger that we are becoming, and we still have a lot of money because the game starts giving us a lot of money. The
A token.
Bastarnos want a
Perhaps a
non-aggression pact.
modest gift
No,
of coin.
not gonna happen.
Would
They
have
are
my people
at
see
war
you
with
in a
the
new light.
Scythians, the Katiaroi, the nomads. So that's pretty good for us because their attention is focused on them. But yeah, as I was telling, the first war of Trajan against Decebal was from 101 AD until 102 AD, after which the Romans defeated Decebal at Tape, and they wanted to continue to Sarmizegetusa, but it was really a traditional way through to Sarmizegetusa. So the Romans were having pretty big casualties because the Dacians were using hit and run tactics, which the Romans really didn't expect and didn't really like. But now we have the yeah, okay, the meeting ground has been constructed, and we can now recruit Hoplites, which I will be recruiting 6 of them.
To do your duty to the tribe?
I don't know why it keeps scrolling down. Yeah, there we go. We can recruit 3 this turn. So this turn we will be recruiting The turn after this one will be also recruiting, and the third turn we will be, I think, declaring war on the Dacians. Let's end the turn. So after the
Will you
okay,
not give our
they
people
keep
a little
interrupting me.
gold?
I
You
don't
have
like it
much,
one
and
bit.
our people...
So after the first war of the Romans, of Trajan against the Ceballos, the peace deal was basically that Decebal
Will you not give
became
our
an
people...
ally of Rome, and he would receive military engineers, if I can call them that, and technical engineers, reinforcements basically, from the Romans in order to strengthen their cities, their davas, as they were called as the Dacians called them, which are basically strongholds, like walled cities. Yeah, they were strongholds.
A token, perhaps a modest gift of
Okay,
coin,
the
would have my
Tolistobogu,
people see you in a new light.
they want a non-aggression pact. I don't know if you even call them that. I don't know how to read it. And they want some money from us. Well, no, I am not gonna accept that because they are desperate. They are at war with the Odrysians.
Thirsty for
Yeah,
battle.
let's recruit once more, three
Death
more
in battle. There is no
uh,
finer ending.
Hoputes, and after which we will be full, and we will have a strong, pretty strong army, I would say. Um, so yeah, after the first peace, Decebal got technical and military reinforcements from the Romans in order to create stronger strongholds. Because this Trajan wanted Decebalus as an ally. However, Decebalus, soon after the peace treaty, soon after he uh, made his strongholds stronger, he basically betrayed the Romans and turned against them. So Trajan launched the second war. Decebalus started raiding the Roman regions. So Trajan rallied his forces, and with the help of Apollodor of Damascus, he built a bridge in the Drobeta. He built a bridge over the Danube, which I think there are still some pillars of it available. I will put some photos if I can find them. He built a bridge over the Drobeta, at Drobeta over the Danube, so that he can cross his army and
The spirits have
basically
noticed that our treasure stores...
basically catch Decebalus by surprise. Uh, Decebal Trajan started his invasion of Dacia in 105 AD, and the war lasted till 106 AD. Just like the first war, the Romans were having really heavy casualties because Dacians and their allies are using hit and run tactics, which the Romans didn't really like because they called them un uh, unhonorable. It's a hard word to say for Romanian. um, so after these initial skirmishes where the Romans took heavy casualties, Trajan had an temporary ceasefire with Decebal until he could remake his forces, and
Tribe.
he would once again uh, invade Dacia. Well, invade. He would take his reinforcements and get into Dacia uh, until they reached Sarmize Cetusa. When the Romans reached Sarmize Cetusa, it was quite a brutal siege, which the Dacians lost. When Sarmize Cetusa was lost, the Romans basically burned it to the ground, so nothing could be reconstructed. It was basically ruins. Nothing remained. So Trajan, well, actually, I should talk about Decebal. Decibel fled Sarmizegetusa. However, with the Romans' help on his tail, he committed suicide because he knew that he would be paraded through Rome, through the capital, uh, as a slave, basically, as a dog, and he could not bear this thought. So he committed suicide. Trajan constructed his column, Trajan's column, in Rome, where there were not paintings, I don't know what they're called. There were parts of the war represented on the column that showed the lifestyle of the Dacians, that showed the scenes of the battles, and this column was constructed in, well, basically as a testimony to his victory against Decebalus, who proved to be a difficult opponent. One interesting fact is that the Romans did not occupy the whole of Dacia. They actually occupied a very small bit of it, and the other part was of free Dacians, as they were called by historians at the time. These free Dacians continued to live their daily lives, but they were influenced by the Romans that were nearby, and so they assimilated their culture. Trajan constructed a new city, also called Salmizegetusa. I think it was called Olpia Traiana Salmizegetusa, which was the provincial capital of Dacia. So yeah, this is basically the history of Dacia. It took a while, and back to our game, we can see that we have assimilated our army. However, I don't think we are going to be able to take down this many for. Well, actually, we might be able. Let's wait until spring. Well, no, let's build a
Warriors, oh,
fort
you may as well get settled in, lads.
and let's declare war on the Dacians.
A flapping tongue that speaks.
So, we declared war on the Dacians. Let's end the turn and let's hope that they will attack us, because I don't really want to take the whole army and the garrison in a land battle. That doesn't really work for me. However, our public order is decreasing because of cultural differences. Yeah, that's right, because there are Celts in the area, and the nomads are beginning to influence us, as well as Germanic folk. Let's end the turn and see if the Dacians will attack us. So, the Dacians decided to attack us, which I don't think it was a very intelligent move on their part. They have 5,060 men. We have roughly 4,300. However, as we can see, their units are a bit of a lower quality. They have a lot of light units, while we have a bit of a medium to heavy units. The battle deployment says that we will lose, but I don't think that will happen. So this is our fortified position. I don't really know where the Dacians are gonna come from. As we know, it's a pretty plain field. However, from what I know, if your camera starts in this position, or in which position the camera starts, that is roughly where the enemy is gonna come from. So let's hope that the Dacians will come through here, which is basically west of our position. So as we can see, I was right. The enemy does come from the west, and they have some folksmen, some cavalry, the general, more swordsmen, and these are axemen. Wait, do we have axemen? Yeah, we have axemen, but it says that theirs are more heavier. because they have a bit more armor than we have, and a bit more defense. I don't know why we don't have more armor, but doesn't matter.
Warriors ready!
Let's take one archer group and start. Well, actually, let's
Warriors,
make our hoplites group 1, our archers group 2, and wait, I actually
Policemen!
included.
Disbanding!
Okay.
Roar! Give them fire!
Let's start shooting the horse archers because they are lightly armored and they will take a ton of missile damage from our archers. While this is happening, the cavalry seems to really take damage from the stake pits, from these wooden sticks, and while they are trying to break through our barricade, the towers will keep shooting at them. I don't think they have really any chance against this barricade and these archers.
Now!
But hey, I appreciate them trying. While this is going on, I am still going to wait for the basically the bulk of their forces to come and try to break through this barricade, because they will form a massive blob, and once they will do that, I will start flanking outside. Let's take some forces actually and put them, send them through this back gate, because I would like to envelop them from both ways, not only the left one. As we can see, their horse archers are already wavering because they sustained so many casualties. Over half their forces are already dead, as you can see. They since have some archers that are staying behind. It would be this would be a great opportunity for us to flank them with our cavalry, but I think I will keep my general in here for now. And plus, this is a bug. I don't know why this keeps happening. I mean, they have such a huge gate, and they are just trying to come out the gate on this one corner, and they will form basically only 2 at a time will come out of the fortress, and the rest of them will just gonna be stuck. This is a bit annoying, not gonna lie. As for our horse archers, they well, actually, yeah, they are horse archers. They aren't really good on well, actually, wait, no, these are skirmishers. They are just skirmish mounted skirmishers. They are not really good in melee, even against archers, as you can see. So that's not really good. So we'll keep them a bit back. Oops. As we can see, our archers are trying to get out to chase the retreating enemy archers, and I will not let them do that because that would be suicide. Let's take our falksmen and a bit more of our forces out the other gate, and these yeah, axemen will also come out this door. Yeah, this really pisses me off. Like, why are you so stupid? Yeah, nothing I can do about it. As we can see, their main force is now in a blob. Let's give the command to our shield, to our hoplites to attack, because it will make them more effective even when defending. And let's give the order to our archers to start shooting them. As we can see, the majority. Let's take the general out. we will give the hoplites a boost, and we will take the general out, because I really want to take these archers out. They are just really easy targets. I hope that the general doesn't do the same mistake as the other units. As we can see, he's a bit smarter. Let's put our archers on flaming shot, because it will cause a bit of morale damage to our enemies. As you can see, the flaming arrows are coming in, and yeah, massive morale damage. Yeah, this is really annoying. Come on, guys. Come on, move fast. However, this is also causing morale damage to our hoplites. I see that the enemy general is having an idea of coming towards us. You know what? I will take one hoplite unit and I will send them on this line. Oh my god, they start shooting us exactly when we turn around. Yeah, that was really good. Let's take our flanking units and move them closer to the front line. Let's take our general, also move him to the other mounted skirmishers. As we can see, we might have an opportunity with our general. If he moves fast, we might be able to attack them, to attack these archers. However, why are they a high threat to us? Oh, because they have spears. Okay. Oh, there's a difference. So these are archers, Dacian archers. These are bowmen. So Dacian archers are more equipped than the bowmen, from what I can tell. Let's take the soldiers that we have on this side and move them a bit forward. And let's start skirmishing with our mounted skirmishers, because that's their job. Let's try and get our hoplites from the back a bit invested in this fight. And yeah, for now we are just waiting for our cavalry to attack the archers, and our units move closer. Oh my god, the same mistake once again. Let's start peppering the enemy archers.
The walls are breached.
The walls are breached. Wow, I did not expect that. Is he talking about the barricades or the walls? Because I'm not really sure. Yeah, this is really annoying. Why are you doing this? Look how few of them are actually getting on. Oh my god. Yeah, the fortified battles should be a bit
general is under attack.
A bit remade, in my opinion. Let's take our flanking units and start moving them closer to the enemy. And these ones are a bit late, fortunately. Yeah, they aren't really smart. However, our general is finally able to engage the enemy archers, and look how much damage we are doing to them. This is gonna cause a big morale damage to our enemies. As we can see, they are already wavering.
Elite cavalry!
walls are breached!
Take charge!
Let's take our flanking units and prepare them for a huge encirclement maneuver. As we can see, the forces on the right all are managing to finally get to their positions after 10 years.
Heavy spears!
Let's push our hoplites a bit more. Wow, let's send well, actually I wouldn't really like to send one of the flanking units on attacking
One of
maneuver
our
against
units
the
has used
archers,
all its
because
ammunition.
come on, they're just archers. Okay, let's start attacking
Ready for battle!
with our folksmen from behind.
Axe warriors!
Let's start doing this encirclement properly.
Ready? Orders! Order! Battle ready!
As you can see, the folksmen are charging right into the enemy.
The walls are breached!
Let's send our general on a cleaning mission, as I like to call it, and the horse archers as well, because the enemy is starting to retreat and we sure don't want this to happen. As we can see, the enemy broke, like they just broke. We will continue the battle and we will hunt down our enemies. As we can see, massive amount of routing units, which are easy to defeat, because they are retreating and they won't put up a fight. So you are just basically slaughtering everyone. As you can see, massive amount. Look how fast their numbers are dropping. Well, yeah, 5 men done instantly. So, as we can see, after the aftermath of the battle, oh my god, my English is bad. So the aftermath of the battle is 260 losses for us, while the enemy lost 4,800 men. Wow, that's extremely high. They lost almost completely their entire army. Wait, as we can see, these guys didn't do anything. They killed only 10, they killed only 3, they killed only 6, they killed only 2, 2, 6, 1, 7, 2, 2, 5. They didn't kill anyone. While our boys killed this Falksman. This Falksman unit got 514 kills. That is insane. This Hoplite unit got 483 kills. They got 412. Our archers were average. They were alright. 56 kills, 49, 41. And yeah, basically we just crushed them. They can't do anything to stop us from taking Belendava. There is no way that the garrison is strong enough to face us. So yeah, we captured 447 enemy prisoners. I think that I will enslave them because we don't really have that many slaves and we could do with a bit more money. So yeah, now it is the year 276 BC. It is spring and the way to Pelendava is clear. The enemy has just one army with I think yeah 3 units. This is just one unit card. It doesn't matter. They lost 4,000 men. That is insane. While we only lost 200, which are already recovering. So yeah, the way to Pelendava is clear. Don't forget, if you like this video, subscribe, like, share, and comment, and turn on the notification bell so that you may see my future videos as well. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.